Bliss, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a brand new weekly reading. Rissa Vibes here, aka Readings by Rissa. So excited to connect with you as always. Today is a brand new weekly reading, and we are here to talk about the energy of the upcoming week. If this is your first time joining, welcome. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure to like this video. Also, if you are a returning viewer, please definitely like it as well. That really helps for this content to get seen and for the energy to expand and the community to grow. So I really appreciate that. But I'm super excited. Today is Sunday, and we are always here to tap into the energy of the week. And this week we are really going to get even more integrated into the the November month and the way in which we're transitioning from fall into winter. We're all feeling it. The temperature is dropping. We're feeling the holiday energy showing up. The end of the year approaching quickly. So this is a pivotal week, okay? So get nice and comfortable and relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. Let me know where you're tuning in from and how you're feeling today. And let's go ahead and do a little review of last week before we jump into this week. So last week's cards, in the beginning of the week, I pulled the Equanimity card, which was letting us know that it was time for us to just focus on balance, center, being able to see things from a equal and energetically sound playing field. And we just started to feel more at peace in that sense of neutrality that we had talked about the week before. So it's pretty beautiful right now that we're experiencing kind of this gradual storytelling with the energy. We're having a lot of shifts, but they're not so sudden as to not make sense. It's kind of like we're getting a lot of prep before things shift. So cards leading into the next week, leading into the next week, really nice subtle transition there. So equanimity in the beginning of the week. Then in the middle of the week, I pulled the Sacred Sexuality card. Last week we talked a lot about that energy of the Scorpio vibes, just implementing that sacred sexuality, the energy of mystery and intrigue, and the energy of attraction and manifestation through sex magic. And I'm actually going to be posting a video about manifestation through sex magic on my OnlyFans. So if you haven't had a chance to join my OnlyFans yet, definitely go join. It's a really great outlet for me to just express my, spectrum of experience in life as a professional, intuitive, and spiritual being in this planet, and just being able to express all the different types of ways I connect to spirit and, a lot of virtual diary experiences as well, which have been really fun. I've gotten really deep into that lately with the virtual diary shares. So definitely check out my OnlyFans. The link will be in the description. But that energy of sacred sexuality really manifesting through sensual connection, sexual play, and any other ways in which you feel called to manifest with your sexual power. But doing it in an ethical way always as well, because last week we talked a lot about how, ethics and morals are so important in regards to the way we use the energy awareness that we have and, what our intentions are, and making sure that we don't desensitize ourselves from the darker ways that people are using their awareness of energy, as to not be exposed to that ourselves, and to also not pretend like it's okay. It's important to be able to discern the difference in intention, in practice, light versus dark, good versus evil, in a way. That spiritual war we talked a lot about last week as well. So if you want more info on that, definitely check out the most recent readings last week and the weeks before. We've been talking about that so much. Then the last card I pulled last week for the end of the week, which is what we're still playing out today as we transition into this week's energy, is prosperity. So the frog energy came through as a spirit totem for us to remind us to have fun and to welcome in prosperity and to know that abundance is on its way. Okay, so we are still in harvest season, transitioning into winter months. So really nice that we are still feeling that opportunity to gather and experience more abundance. All right, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone. Hi, Kayla. Good to see you. Oh, it's so nice to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're well. So good to see everybody. Let me know where you're tuning in from and how you're feeling today. So let's go ahead and get right into the spirit messages, okay? These are the messages for the week coming up. This is the energy of today, November 14th, 2021, all the way till next week, November 21st, right before Thanksgiving, if you celebrate that. That energy of also just the harvest season kind of completing as we move into the winter months, okay? So let's start with this energy of emerging. Emerging is what I was getting a lot from the meditations I've been doing to connect to the mass collective and just feeling into the energy of the week. Emerging is what they kept saying, my guides, and the energy of the mass collective. And this is an energy of rebirth, okay? We remember that Scorpio season is the energy and the season of birth and death and rebirth, that energy of kind of becoming renewed from the shadow work that you have to sift through in the moment. And so, this energy of emerging is coming up this week, saying, we're ending the Scorpio season this week. At the end of this week, on the 21st, we're moving into Sagittarius. So we really want to allow ourselves to recognize how we're emerging from our mini deaths and the ways in which we've kind of gone down deep into the underworld of Scorpio season and the mystery of the unknown in that, and the way in which the illusions get to be pulled away so that the truth is revealed. And now we're emerging, okay? And part of that emerging energy is an energy of refresh, an energy of upliftment, an energy of renewal, and an energy of excitement and liberation and celebration. So a lot of what I was getting with this message is that, recognize how you're emerging from the Scorpio season this week, and recognize how you get to celebrate that emergence, what you get to do to lean in more to it, and to also praise yourself for the way in which you pushed through those challenging aspects, those shadow work aspects, to get to where you are this week. So really allow yourself to feel that rebirth and that emergence and to celebrate it. In this celebration, you're going to be getting glimpses of more abundance coming. You're probably seeing a lot of opportunities show up that may be potential opportunities in the next couple of weeks or months. This is the opportunity to really claim it, to honor it. I'm getting, speak it into existence, claim it, speak about it. Do what you need to do to claim it publicly or in the circles that you need to claim it. If it's an event you want to host, speak it into existence. If it's a promotion that you want, talk to your bosses and your managers about it, your supervisors. If it's a passion that you have that you're wanting to manifest into more alignment, journal about what that looks like, speak about it, okay? You're getting glimpses of that abundance coming in, and you want to claim it to pull it in more. Now, some of you are already harvesting a lot of abundance right now as a result of doing this process a few weeks ago, claiming it, and now you're seeing it come to existence. So some of you, if you've been, doing a lot of the work and being deliberate with it and intentional with it, especially with last week's 11/11 portal, you're probably already seeing some traction towards what you've been asking for, towards what you've been speaking on. And then the more I speak on it, the more the throat chakra things come up. And so, that's really saying, hey, don't stop where you started. Keep going with the ways in which you speak your abundance into existence this week. Lots of throat chakra stuff. We had that last week as well. And we're really recognizing that everything that's going on in our life is happening on time and for a reason. And so there is also this element of surrender with this week in our manifestation process, in our ability to speak things into existence. Knowing that once we speak it into existence or perform ceremony or, connect to the portal, whatever we've done, once we do that ritual or that ceremony or that effort, that initiation, we are meant to just relax into knowing that it is. Knowing that it is and will be in divine timing and divine order. So we're being called to that this week as well. So now that you see that you're being reborn, you see that you're emerging, trust that as you claim what that looks like, as you tell the universe, tell source, your creator, the divine, what it is that you want as a result of that emergence, what you want that to look like, because you've done the work and you've shown up in the ways that source has wanted you to. And now you get to say, okay, this is what I need in this part of my life to make me feel fulfilled. If Source agrees, right? If Source agrees, because remember, it's a co-creation. It's a co-creation, but you have to claim what you want. And Source will let you know quickly, often, if what you're claiming is in alignment to what you really need, or if there are things that need to be reevaluated, redirected, and reworded or re-requested for the sake of something more in alignment for you, okay? Because remember, Source, the divine, always knows more than what we know, because it has the bigger picture perspective that we don't have, okay? So recognize the glimpses of abundance coming in, and recognize how you're already starting to harvest it, how you're already starting to feel it, and allow that to be. Hi, All Connected, good to see you. Hi, Houston, good to see you. Hi, Texas Gemini, good to see you, love. Love you all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so y'all, I have a different set of cards on the table. Check it out. Y'all, I made my own cards. They're real. They're real life. They're really here. It's right here, real life. I have officially started the pre-order sales for my Oracle deck that I've designed and created. And I'm going to pull a card from them. And for those of you who are on my e-list, you've already gotten the notifications of pre-order. But if you haven't joined the e-list yet, make sure to do that in the description of this video. I'll make sure to upload all of the information as soon as this video uploads, because they are available still on pre-order until 11 p.m. tonight. I did a little pre-order launch for 36 hours on 11/11, and I decided to extend it for today until 11 p.m. tonight Pacific time, which is actually 1:11 a.m. Central, or I'm sorry, Eastern now. So really until midnight Central, 1 a.m. Eastern, and 11 p.m. Pacific time. And not only do you get the cards with the pre-order sale, which is at a really great price, but you also get the aura spray, you get a how-to video, you get the virtual e-booklet, you get a protective crystal, you get a velvet bag. Like, there are so many things you get, y'all. So it is super exciting for me to share this with y'all. But I wanted to pull a card for the spirit message about emerging. And the card that I pulled about emerging from my Oracle deck that I have created, it took me so long to create these, 18 months, but they're here. The card is the Merkaba card. And there's a Merkaba on the back. And so this is all about protection and travel and moving your energy body. It says you are held in an electromagnetic field of protection called your Merkaba. This energy holds a specific sacred geometric pattern that keeps you secure, safe, and able to travel infinite realms of consciousness. Call on your own Merkaba and set an intention for what you want it to do for you today. Okay, so that intention, that emerging, that claiming what you want, right? I am connected to the magic of my Merkaba and all that I can do in alignment with it. Bam! Your girl made Oracle cards, okay? Channeled through with my guides and my there's so many throat chakra things going on. I guess I really needed to talk about this, y'all. It's honestly, it has been a secret I've been keeping for 18 months, so maybe this is a message for me as well. Speaking into existence, you know, what we desire, and I really desire these cards to bless the homes of those who feel called to use them, and to tap into their energy, to tap into their intuitive gifts, to walk their enlightenment path, and to have messages that really reflect my journey, and also the journey I've seen so many of my clients take as they've stepped into their gifts and into their enlightenment journey. And so it's really special for me. And so the Merkaba is coming through for us all in regards to that emerging. And I'm emerging as a Oracle card author officially. And I'll be doing some more sales soon, but not like this one. So if you want your pre-order, if you want your cards and your products before anybody else and at the best price possible, definitely get in on this sale. Okay. All right, y'all, enough of that. Thank you for all the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I received that. Thanks, Claudia. Thank you, Texas Gemini. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Jasmine. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so the next message, okay, let's keep going into this week. The next message is allowing and attracting, okay? Allowing and attracting equals abundance, okay? It equals abundance this week. So we want to also surrender when we claim what we want, when we claim what we desire, when we see that we're emerging and we're becoming reborn and we're noticing the opportunities of abundance showing up. We want to claim it, and then we want to relax and surrender. We want to know that it is. We want to know that we are allowing it. We are attracting it naturally. And so it is. We don't have to force. We don't have to control. We don't have to grab and pull. We get to just be. Okay? We get to just be. And as you do that, you start to feel that sense of connectedness that maybe you didn't feel when you were moving, buzzing, running around, trying to get things done, right? And that sense of connectedness is your intuition connecting with spirit, connecting with source, and allowing for that divine flow, that harmony, that divine strategy to kick in, okay? And this is where we get the title of this week's reading, okay? Strategizing without stressing. Strategizing without stressing. And the way you strategize without stressing is you step into beingness. You step into the flow and harmony of asking for what you want based on what you've observed, claiming that, and then just surrendering, allowing it, knowing that it will be because you have that connectedness with Source. And once you prioritize that connectedness by relaxing into it, you're naturally going to receive the guidance, the synchronicity, the opportunity, the resource, the path that leads you to what you've claimed, okay? And so allowing and attracting equals abundance this week, okay? Really powerful. I'm getting this with the love energy as well. Just really relaxing into that. I'm getting a lot of connectedness in relationships, new and old. This is a powerful connectedness I'm feeling for a lot of you this week. So if you've been feeling like you're maybe having some pressures around relationships or tensions or stress, really relax into allowing and attracting what you want to see from it without needing to force or create, okay? We're getting the resurrection card with this. Okay, we're getting the resurrection card with this. This is saying we need to rebirth the way that we usually flow through that experience of making things happen. Okay, we're being reborn in that. Our mind is being reborn. Our hearts are being reborn. Our bodies, the way we act, the way we think, the way we feel our way through making things happen has to change. And we are emerging into that new way. We are emerging into the new way to allow instead of act or aggravate or just all these energies of aggression. Okay, we don't want to have aggression in our pursuit of something unless it's for our protection, which I received from a really kind soul and amazing spiritual leader, Uncle Ron, at my dear friend Candy's solar return ceremony the other day. And he had talked about how the Navajo use their arrows to protect, and how when they use their black arrows, they go after it in protection. And that's that aggression. And then there is this passion to go for something that you want as well, right? That you want as well, having that. But the aggression energy, the hostility or the anger versus passion, there's a difference, okay? There's a difference in that. And so what I've been feeling for that is we're resurrecting the way we go after things, okay? We're wanting to go after things with a sense of assertiveness, a sense of directness, a sense of pinpointing something and going after it, ambition, passion, but not necessarily aggression. Aggression can kind of make us not think straight, right? Aggression can be that overwhelming energy that kind of scrambles our mind. And no, we need to be really precise. We need to have our mind really in a precise form, and our emotions in a precise form, and our bodies in a precise form, right? And a lot of that precision is that neutrality, that ability to just know what you're going after, to feel detached enough to move through the experience with a sleek and quick efficientness, and also to understand that as you go after something, it is coming towards you because you're going after it. There's this sense of connectedness and allowing and attracting what your intention is, okay? So really beautiful, resurrecting the way we go after things, okay? Allowing, attracting equals abundance. Release overthinking, okay? That's part of what has to die in order to resurrect into allowing and attracting, is releasing overthinking, okay? Over passion, over aggression, right? Over zealousness, where we're controlling or obsessing, releasing that stuff. That's the aggressive versions of the precision. We need to get into that sense of balanced precision, okay? Really powerful. Love that card, Resurrection. And remember too, November, okay? The November card of the month is Wishful Expectations, which all has to do with our intentions and what we want. And a lot of that card was also about revealing the smoke and mirrors, revealing the illusions, revealing the things that actually aren't in alignment to what we want, even though we may have thought or wished or expected them to be. Okay, so part of that is also setting the intentions and recognizing, hey, some of what we set intentions for may actually pan out to be very different than what we want or what we expected, right? And so things can change, not getting too attached to anything, but instead knowing that whatever's meant to be in alignment to your truest intention will be, okay, or your truest good, the highest good of your intention. All right, y'all, so the next message is listening to the higher calling. This week, we're going to get a lot of higher callings in our spirit. We're going to feel this deep and true spiritual path that is calling us. We're going to feel magnetized to a awareness. And it's going to kind of be like a nudge. This is an intuitive nudge, or this is kind of a whisper of our spirit. This is kind of a expansion of our perspective that gives us a view that is an exalted view. I'm getting that a lot of us are going to have like these moments of awakening, these moments of seeing things in a higher way, this higher calling, and we're going to feel our hearts really, really pulled to that. And it may be a little intimidating. It may feel so deep and so profound that it scares you a little bit. It may feel bigger than you were ready for, or more meaningful than you were ready for. But it's a path that your higher self is showing you. And it's something big, but powerful. And what I wrote about this in meditation was, it's an action, it's a path, or it's an energy. So some of you, it may feel like a new guide, a new spirit guide. Some of you, it may feel like a deeper connection to your spirit team or your higher self or to the creator. Some of you may feel like it's an action that you have to take, or a path that you're seeing for yourself, or an energy that you're recognizing in your life that is big and profound and needs to be faced and focused upon. This is a higher calling, okay? Pay attention to that. This is going to set you into motion for your year in 2022. This is a glimpse into some of the spiritual work that you will be doing in 2022. And this is for the purpose of preparing you by giving you a glimpse so that you can do what you need to do right now to get ready for that time. Okay, so pay attention to the higher calling of your spirit that's coming forth, and notice what it's saying to you and what you may need to do or want to do to prepare for it, especially the intimidating parts of it. Okay, and trust yourself. Meet it where it's at. Meet those intimidating parts with the same kind of fervor and direction and assertiveness to meet the lesson, or meet the abundance, or meet the path where it's at, right? Meet it with its same energy. meet it with the same kind of passion, the same kind of devotion, the same kind of profoundness, the same kind of depth. Pulling from the Goddess Isis cards. Whoa, I guess that was it. It popped out. The Lunar Queen. Okay, so we have a full moon in Taurus this week as well, so we're going to talk about that. And the Lunar Queen is coming up from the Goddess Isis deck, and it says there's a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. What did we just talk about? Not having to control or force anything, allowing and attracting. And this is reiterating that with that perspective from your higher calling as well. Recognizing that as you do the work of shifting the way that you attract, shifting the way you make things happen by attracting and allowing and letting things be, that's when you're going to start to feel that divine feminine wisdom, those cycles of replenishment and rebirth showing up, that energy of intuition helping you to trust in what to do next, in the higher calling that it's giving you, and the path and the guidance it's giving you, the step-by-step blueprint it's going to give you. So you don't need to figure it out, because when you relax into knowing that it will just figure itself out because your spirit and your source energy is ready to make it happen for you, then the higher calling comes through. Then it's just about following the guidance. Okay, it's beautiful. It's exciting. It makes it easy. Isn't it so nice when spirit makes things easy for us? Because I know that is not always the case in our world, especially since we just did so much shadow work. So this week is kind of a breath of fresh air, right? This is kind of like, okay, we can relax a little bit. We can allow, we can attract. All right, the next message I got in meditation and in a lot of what I was picking up for the Mass Collective, just in things that I've been feeling from others, is immune boost. We have to boost our immune system. We have to pay attention to what we're putting into our bodies, how much we're putting into our bodies, how we're detoxing our bodies, how we're releasing things. We need to really focus on our immune system and our digestion and our ways in which we are meant to circulate energy, okay? Our circulation, our bloodstream, our hormone levels, our ability to heal and be resilient in our bodies physically. We need to pay attention to that. And this also includes our mental health, okay? Our resilience and our mental health and well-being. If you need help, if you need information, whether it's for mental health purposes or for nutrition purposes or immune purposes, reach out to someone that specializes in that. Reach out to someone you resonate with. Go out and look for the information. Go out and seek that knowledge and then apply it. Don't forget to apply it, okay? There's a reason why I'm saying this, and it's because we're all facing a shadow work as a collective of looking at the way in which we take care of ourselves, and if we're doing a good enough job taking care of ourselves in a world that needs us to really pay attention to how it's affecting us. Right? Because it won't pay attention to how it's affecting us. It's just going to keep affecting us. So in that kind of world, we have to pay attention to that, okay? And so pay attention to your immune system, boost it up, take some zinc daily, sea moss daily. Cacao is something I also use daily that really helps me, the vasodilator energy of that. Lots of hydration, drink lots of water, eat your fruits and vegetables, organics, just keep your healthy habits strong and bump them up even. I'm really loving the adaptogenic mushroom tinctures, really, really, really great as well. So anything like that, just let yourself boost your immune system. This is a time when we need it most. And I'm also getting that a lot of the mental health and emotional health stuff is your inner child. Keep your inner child healthy, okay? Think about what your inner child needs to be healthy and to feel supported mentally and emotionally at this time. And even physically in regards to, the foundation of support at home and, family dynamic and just feeling safe and secure and supported. So pay attention to your inner child, okay? That's going to also help you naturally put in place the healthy habits you may need at this time to help you stay strong and well during this season, okay? Obviously, this is a season when illness and things like that start to show up naturally, but we're also in this crazy pandemic situation, Pandora's box situation. So just pay attention to that. Vitamin D is huge. Get into the sunlight when you can. And if you're not able to get into the sun because it's getting cold and darker out, get some vitamin D supplements, okay? Start to charge yourself with that energy in your own way. That's going to be important as well. All right, let's pull a quick card for that, just in regards to our immunity. And then the next message, okay, so the next message I am excited to share as well, because I feel like a lot of us have been finishing up with it. But before that, with immune boost and mental health, okay, we're getting the compassion card. So especially with mental health and emotional health and well-being, have compassion for yourself. Be gentle to yourself. Be kind to yourself. This is also a part of strategizing without stressing. Part of getting to what you need to get done and making things happen in a really divine flow and harmonious way is having compassion and really letting everything fall into place on its own, and making sure you're considering everything at play as it does. So considering yourself, how is your sleep? How is your eating habits? Do you have the energy to finish this project today, or can you get some rest and finish it up in 2 hours tomorrow, right? Have compassion with others. You know, what are those people dealing with at this time in their life that may be affecting the way that they're showing up in this relationship, right? Having compassion and then strategizing, okay, what needs to be in place to solve that problem? And what do I need to set an intention for to attract that solution and to embody whatever I need to do to make it more prone to happen, right? So this is how you strategize without stressing with compassion, okay? Compassion. And that helps also our immunity, because when we feel compassion for ourselves and others, we feel healthier, we feel happier, we feel more in our heart space, and we're letting more of our light in to do its healing work on our bodies and to send out healing energy outside of us, okay? So compassion works in every way for that. And for our mental health and emotional health, of course. All right, next message is about confusion, y'all. Listen, I kind of alluded to it earlier. If you are confused still right now because of what's going on with the Scorpio season, if you just felt maybe even misled, confused, manipulated, unsure, uninformed, even misunderstood, you're probably feeling a lot of the dizziness of the Scorpio season and the illusionary aspects of that, the delusionary aspects of that, and the shadow work of that. And that's okay. But if you're feeling confusion, it means that you don't have enough information about whatever it is you're confused on. So it's important to ask yourself, what do I need to know? What information am I missing that would give me the clarity I need? It's really that simple. And sometimes we get in a confusion state of being and we overcomplicate it. That's where that overthinking is coming in again, right? We want to release that this week. Just keep it simple. What information do you need to give you the clarity that you need right now? And the confusion will go away. So ground into some research and reflective research. This may be some outside research, like reading some books or going online and finding some articles, or asking experts. But it feels more to me like this is a reflective research, like really going inward and just asking yourself, like, what is it that I'm needing? What information do I need? And this may be around relationships. This may be around work and career. This may be around world issues. So just ask yourself, what information do I need? And then just go out and get that information, and I guarantee you, you're going to find so much more clarity, okay? Ground into the research to gain clarity, and believe that you can get clarity by doing so. Some of you might have your mind made up that you're just going to be confused on this, and that's just what it is. But don't do that, because if you make your mind up on that, then you're going to manifest that, right? That's an intention that you're setting into the universe. Instead, believe that you can get the answers and the clarity that you're asking, and that you can find the information. Even if the information may be feeling hard to get, just see what you need to do to get it. What would somebody do that really needed that information right here, right now? And believe that you're worth it. Believe that you're worth it to go get that information. It says the force that works through our soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all who you are, is the power of your belief, okay? So your belief is what's making it possible or impossible for you to gain clarity, okay? So if you believe you can't gain clarity, or you won't have the information, or you can't find it, then that's what you're manifesting. But if you believe that the information is available to you and that you just have to go out and look for it, and that the options are available for you and you just have to go out and look for it, then do that, okay? Then trust that and go do that, and you'll see that it's true, okay? Remember, a lot of times whatever we believe is true. You know, that's the power of our mind. That's the power of our manifestation skills. Yeah, super, super important. Let's see. That one was really cut and dry. I don't think I have anything else with that. The next message real quick is there's more reality being revealed. We're still in Scorpio season. We're in the last week of Scorpio season, and we're going to still see some true colors being shown. True colors in others, true colors in experiences, true colors in environments, communities, paths that we were set on. We're going to see that. We're going to see some smoke and mirrors fade away. We're going to see some illusions, reveal themselves. And that's healthy, okay? That's good. So when you see it, just say, it's okay. I needed to know that. I needed to see that, because that helps me know what I need to know to move forward, okay? So let the truth be revealed, and recognize how the truths within yourself are being revealed. And whatever truths that you're not really loving that come up, truths that you're like, ooh, that makes me feel kind of icky. Okay, well, do what you need to do to clear it, right? And that leads into the next message. Discipline is key despite any temptations, okay? So if you're noticing that there's things that you're seeing about yourself, or even others, or experiences in your life that you don't want to see, you got to put some discipline into removing yourself from those kind of lessons, those kind of unfoldings, the ways in which those kind of experiences take place. And still have fun, but just remember that the structure that you take into account for helping you maintain boundaries is super needed right now. So maintain the structure so that you don't keep entertaining things that are not serving you, or that you don't want to continue seeing in your life. Be real with yourself, okay? Let the reality be revealed, and also be real with yourself, and put in the structure, put in the discipline needed to keep that reality in a place that feels okay for you, that feels like, okay, this is a comfortable place, this is a blissful place to be. And this is going to be helpful for the year to come, okay? So these kind of balances and structures and disciplines are not just for the next couple weeks, they're going to be for the rest of the year, to help you complete the year strong and help you to create the right momentum for next year. So you really want to be real with yourself on what it is that you need to be more disciplined or boundaried or structured on, okay? And that's part of strategizing too. If you don't ignore the kinds of things you need to put in place to make yourself successful, then you're not going to be in a stressful place. It's when you ignore what you need to get done to manifest a goal, and then you kind of put it off or procrastinate, or like convince yourself you don't need that, and then you wind up realizing, oh, I did need that, and then you're stressed, right? So really be honest with yourself about what you need to implement in a balanced way to get you where you want to be. Dragon Tears comes up, and this card says, we dragons are free and spontaneous in our emotions. We do not make an enemy of our primal self. We express it in vibrant and invigorating ways. Connect now with your true feelings. Okay, so that's part of that reality revealed. Connect with your true feelings about stuff. Connect with what's really going on emotionally. Don't shy from that, because that is the energy and information that you may need, that reflective research you may need to put in the discipline or the boundaries or the structure you need to make sure that that kind of emotion doesn't continue to repeat itself, right? That those depths and those even painful things, don't need to continue. And then that way you're vibrant and you're invigorated with new, positive, passionate emotions as a result of doing that emotional alchemy work. Okay, so the dragons are helping us with that, our protected fiery spirits, which is so great as we enter Sagittarius season at the end of this week. So I love that. And then the last message in the spirit message realm before we enter the astrology real quick is manifestations. They need our beingness, they need our patience, they need our love. Okay, this week we're going to be called to really focus patience, love, and a sense of presence on our manifestations that we placed for the 1111 portal last week. Hopefully you took advantage of that portal. The integration officially complete from the Thinning of the Veil portal in October. So now we've had our intuition really show up for us to tell us what we need to do for our next steps moving forward to get us to the goals that we want to maintain and create and manifest in 2022. And now we're letting ourselves really step into that path through action, intention setting, and really just the discipline and structure in a balanced way to set forth on that path. So hopefully you've all taken some actions towards your intentions for next year or this end of this year. This week, hopefully you're feeling good about the way you're jumping into your trust and your intuition and the guidance from your spirit and the way in which you're ready for this next big chapter in your life. And hopefully you're able to feel a really beautiful sense of presence and connectedness and calm and patience as you know that what you've now set forth in the energy realm will manifest physically for you as you continue to walk it without fear, without judgment, without doubt, okay? Just staying in a state of love with that manifestation power, okay? All right, Healing with the Angels deck. Let's do one little card here. We haven't pulled from this one yet. And then we'll do astrology. Now, we do have a full moon in Taurus on the 19th, so we're going to talk about that in a second. All right, signs. Follow the signs. That's part of what we want to focus on this week in our manifestation as we emerge, as we strategize without stressing. That's our last little tip from Spirit saying, hey, Spirit, Source, our Creator, it's going to give us signs to follow. It's going to give us signs to follow to let us know that we're on the right path, to guide us into that attracting energy of what we've asked for, and to help us trust that whatever we've set forth intentions on will be, and so it is. Okay? So beautiful with the cards. They're so good at summarizing and adding even to the messages. But let's talk about astrology. We've got a lot of astrological influences, actually. I want to start just in chronological order first off, and then we'll get to the full moon in Taurus on the 19th. But first off, I just want to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the Sun in Scorpio square Jupiter in Aquarius, and that's really going to make us have some realizations about how we spend money and how we make money, specifically how we make money. And we may see some shadow aspects to how we make money, maybe some resistance or hesitation in asking for a sale or for a purchase or for money or for a promotion, right? Or for whatever it is, for the abundance we're asking for. Maybe the shadow aspect is feeling like we don't deserve it or we're not worthy of it. Maybe the shadow aspect is just not going after it, right? Remember, we're going into Sagittarius season and we're merging from the underworld of the Scorpio season this week. So we want to really notice how we have maybe been too shy or maybe not as assertive as we could be, and how we want to start to step into more assertiveness, okay? So Sun in Scorpio square Jupiter in Aquarius helping us with that. Maybe some tough but necessary lessons tomorrow with that, okay? Then on the 16th, we have Sun in Scorpio sextile Pluto in Capricorn. We're going to see some tensions with this. as a result of being reborn, this is our opportunity to feel ourselves being reborn. And remember, the rebirthing process is a laborious process just as much as the death process can be. And sometimes actually even more so laborious than death, right? So just notice if you have any growing pains on the 16th as that Sun in Scorpio sextiles Pluto in Capricorn, and just know that it's part of the process, and just use some of these tips from Strategy without stressing, okay? On the 16th, we also have Vesta entering Sagittarius, which is going to give us some feelings of adventurous and also help us see more truth. So that should hopefully give us a little bit more of an inner child perspective on the way in which we're handling any of those rebirthing tensions. Then on the 17th, we are going to feel, which is on Wednesday, we're going to notice, or I'm sorry, not Wednesday, Wednesday. The 17th is Wednesday. Yeah, the 16th is Tuesday. So the 17th on Wednesday, Mars in Scorpio opposing Uranus in Taurus. And we're going to see some tensions there as well with our actions. We may see ourselves kind of acting out some residue of our shadow selves that we thought was kind of dead and gone away after our rebirth, but may still be holding on for dear life. And we're going to need to just put in the structure and discipline to clear those shadowy aspects and clear that tension on Wednesday, okay? Then on the 18th, Mercury is in Scorpio, trine Neptune in Pisces. And this is going to be really where we see a lot more of the truth revealed, the Pisces energy kind of feeling into our emotional body, and noticing how our empathy and empathic skills start to help us see more clearly and communicate more clearly what we're noticing about the reality in our perspective. So that's going to be a very powerful day as well on Thursday, okay? Then we have our big full moon in Taurus on the 19th. And this is going to be a beautiful energy because as a result of all of that energy of kind of looking through things, reflecting on things, emerging, being reborn, clearing out the residual shadow work, we're going to feel this abundance, this celebration, this opening up of our energy and of our expansion of self and purpose and passion and prosperity, all on the full moon in Taurus. We're going to feel some practical aspects towards money showing up. We're going to feel new abundance being revealed. We're going to also notice how we are feeling more called to staying focused on one thing after another, one thing at a time, being present with every step of the process, not getting too ahead of ourselves, not overthinking. We're going to finally relax into that. And that's going to be really, really beautiful for us. And then we're going to feel like, this energy of just needing to release reactiveness. Okay. And so this can really be a nice way to prep for the full moon in Taurus this week before even Thursday or before even Friday comes, is just by focusing on how you're reacting to things. Remember from the beginning of the year when we were doing the focus on, reactivity versus response, right? Respond, don't react, right? So ask yourself, am I responding? Meaning, am I replying to the energy? Am I working with the energy? Am I moving with it? Am I flowing with it? From a centered place, from a calm place, from a conscious place, or am I reacting from a frantic place or from a distracted place or a foggy place, right? An uncentered place, right? So release any reactiveness, and that will really help to calm any tensions and also just any buildup of energy as you continue to prep for the full moon in Taurus, okay? Venus in Capricorn trines Uranus in Taurus that day as well on the full moon on Friday. And this is going to give us more information as we feel into things versus think things over, okay? So feel into things versus think things over on the full moon day on Friday. That means tuning into your intuition instead of your overthinking or over-logicked perspectives, okay? Super powerful. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you, Ebony. Definitely get the cards. You won't be disappointed. Those who were in my coaching program and those who recently took up one of the spots that I opened up for coaching in the winter months all get your Intuitive Luminary collection included in your coaching program. So that's super exciting. So shout out to all of you who have already gotten your cards or who know that you have cards on the way. Oh, yes, Danielle. Yes, already feeling Wednesday, those tensions, those big energies. Focus on that reactiveness, okay? Make sure not to react, but instead respond from an intuitive, centered place. Let yourself move into a place of deep breath, meditation, and reflection, and then act from there, okay? Act from that place of centeredness. Respond from that place of centeredness, okay? And for everybody, deep breathing this week is going to be a really great coping skill for any tensions. Think about Taurus energy. You know, the Taurus, when it gets hot, when it gets aggressive, it breathes. It does that, right? It's a big breath week, okay? So we want to do some breath work. We want to also just take the time to take deep breaths when we need to release tension. So let's practice that real quick before we pull our last cards. Let's all take a nice deep breath in. Let's hold it at the top. Exhale fully, like the Taurus energy, through the nose. Let's do another one. Deep breath in through the nose. Holding at the top of the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling through the nose like a Taurus. Like that bull energy. Yes, for the full moon in Taurus. Nice little practice there. Let's pull some cards for summary. I'm going to pull a shadow work card in the beginning of the week for the purpose of helping us emerge from the shadows of Scorpio season into Sagittarius, as we are doing. And also, you know, we do have a couple more transits, a couple more astrological influences I'll mention. 11:20, Mercury in Scorpio square Jupiter in Aquarius, so pay attention to what's said and not said on the 20th. And then, like I just said, the sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, so shout out to my Sagittarius soul fam out there. Happy solar return for all of you. Oh, let me not flip them over. I've been really super excited to flip cards over lately. Have you noticed the last couple of readings I've jumped the gun? It's like my inner child is so excited. I'm going to pull the middle of the week card from my deck because I'm going to use them now more often because I mean, they're mine. I can do that. And then I'm going to pull from, let's do, I feel like some animal energy. Let's do the Ocean Whispers. Let's do one more watery card to end out Scorpio season this week before we get to the fiery Sagittarius. All right, y'all, let's see what we have. Ooh, so excited. Okay, beginning of the week card, Misalignment, okay? And we talked about this. We talked about emerging and being reborn in the beginning of the week. So, you know, glimpses of abundance coming in and making sure that anything that feels out of alignment to what we're asking for gets removed or released so that we can really step into an energy of understanding and into an energy of recreation of ourselves, okay? Miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction, okay? So that's what we need to do as we emerge and become reborn in what we've claimed for ourselves now moving forward. We want to notice what is out of alignment, okay? What is not facing the direction of what I'm wanting to achieve, right? We're pointing that arrow. Sagittarius is the archer. So we're pointing that arrow and we're making sure that everything in our being, everything in our life is pointing towards those goals so that we really know we are putting our all in. And when we put our all in, the miracles happen. The miracles not only happen, they become normal. This card says they become normal, okay? So if you're ready for miracles to become normal, put all of your focus and all of your thoughts, your emotions, your embodiment into what you're wanting for your life, okay? and trust that it will be, right? Have that allowing, that attracting, that surrender to source, that you've asked for it, you've put your arrow towards it, you've set everything in direction towards it, and so it is, okay? Middle of the week card from my Oracle deck, the Intuitive Luminary Lifestyle Oracle deck, channeled by me, Rissa Vibes, art by Brandy Gammarano, shout out to Brandy, is ground into the divine, ground into the divine in the middle of the week, okay? Such a powerful card. This is really setting into our, our structure, our discipline, balanced in that perspective. It says, don't buzz away, little bee. Honor your ideas and dreamy visions by grounding them into action, okay? Create a solid foundation for your inspirations and then get to work one step at a time. Remember, we just talked about one step at a time, looking at things one step at a time. So you're staying present, you're not overthinking or over strategizing for the future. Instead, you're taking one thing a step at a time. Mother Earth is strong beneath your feet. It says, I affirm, I am putting my ideas into action and letting my spirit root into divine embodiment. Okay? Powerful, powerful card. Ground into the divine. Don't buzz away with all those flighty thoughts and ideas and imagination without putting something into foundation, into structure, into discipline, into rooted connection. Okay? End of the week card, our little fishy friends, rediscover your zeal. End of the week card is really that ability to just celebrate with that full moon in Taurus on Friday. We're going to celebrate with our zest, our zeal for life. And it says, pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationship. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. Okay, so letting passion be exciting and blissful and expansive and adventurous with that Sagittarius energy coming in as well. Celebrate the ways in which you have set the structure based on what you've asked for and intended, and that you are going to receive all of it in fruition. It's going to all come into fruition. Just celebrate it. Allow yourself to enjoy it for the full moon in Taurus. Celebrate the new you, the real you, as Miss Texas Gemini has discovered from the coaching program. Shout out to her. And yes, Meredith as well. Shout out to Meredith graduating as well. Oh my gosh, so many graduates. Kayla's a graduate as well. So fun to see all of you on here and just that community showing up. I'm super excited to get that entire community together very, very soon. I can feel it. I can feel that manifestation coming together soon as well. So I love all of you. Don't forget to rewatch this reading if you ever need to. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please hit the like button if you got anything at all from this reading, so that you can really help the algorithm pick up this content and share it with other people so they can get something from it too. And share it with your friends and family who you feel may want to receive these messages as well. And just know that I'm always with you throughout the week, just helping you stay focused and navigating your path with grace and ease. So I'm always here for you. Keep paying attention to my Instagram at Readings by Rissa. And definitely, if you know that you want a pre-order of the cards and the products, sign up for the e-list, but also email me, okay? Email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com. Let me know that you want the pre-order e-list sale, and I'll send you the link to sign up for your e-list, and then I'll get you that discount for the products, okay? And we'll get it to you ASAP. Any of you who have ordered thus far, thank you so much. Your products will be on the way this week. So super excited to get those to you. I will be sending you an email out as soon as they ship. Thank you for your patience, as this is my first run at delivering all the products, but I have it all figured out. I'm just waiting on one little thing that should be delivered tomorrow, and then I'll be able to get everything out to you, okay? So thank you so much for everything. I love all of you so much, and I can't wait to tap back in with you next Sunday, 1:11 p.m. Central Time, for a brand new weekly reading. I will catch you then.